Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Crowd Chatter Podcast. Today, we have some NFL football. Now, I'm just going to put this one in because this is what we've done anyway. So we're doing this a little late. I was trying to get this one in earlier, but never could. So I only have my picks this week. I don't have anyone else, unfortunately. So let's just get this video started as my laptop is running out of power. So I'll try and get this one in fast. First, we have the LA Chargers heading on the road to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Well, making this easy on me already, aren't you? This is going to be a great game. LA Chargers have been cutting every game very close this year. Atlanta, shockingly, the leader of their division right now. That just goes to show you how bad their division has been this year. Uh, no disrespect to Atlanta fans, but this really should be a good game. With the Chargers, coming across the country, coming to the East Coast. They've been inconsistent. I'm gonna go with a surprise here. I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons, who so far. Oh nope, actually, no, I'm not. When I was thinking about that, no, that's not a smart idea. I'll go with the Chargers. I think Atlanta could win this game, but I think their 4-4 record is not a reflection of what they are. Give me the Chargers. I'm sticking safe there. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins on the road against the Chicago Bears. Don't need to say more. Give me the Miami Dolphins in this one. The Bears are bad. Miami is a significantly better team. I don't think this one is going to be pretty for Chicago. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers at Cincinnati. Here's another really easy pick. Hopefully, this will get better soon. Hopefully we get some harder ones here soon, but this is not a good Carolina team. They just trade away all their good pieces, obviously for draft picks because they're rebuilding. But it's not a good era in Carolina. Giving the Bengals, especially at home. Next, we have one of the Lions' most hated teams, the Green Bay Packers, heading into town to play the Detroit Lions. Green Bay is bad. I will not tell you they are good. The Green Bay really is bad. They are not Lions bad. They are really bad, but they are not Lions bad. They will get they should get the win. I'd love to see them lose, but they should win. I'm gonna go safe. I'm not taking Detroit. Next, we have the Indy Colts heading to New England to play the Patriots. At 4-4, they're actually last in the division, which is very interesting. I think this will be a great game. Both teams have been a little sloppy this year, but I think New England's looking to compete. They're looking to get above 500. Indy's not looked good this year. They've been on and off. Obviously, the QB mess over there is not a good look either. Well, New England's got their own issues at QB, but I'll take the Patriots to win a close one, especially at Gillette Stadium. They did have that weird game against the Bears, but I think the Patriots get the win here against the Indy Colts. Next, you have the Buffalo Bills on the road taking on the New York Jets. I'd love to take the Jets, but they haven't really looked the same without Breece Hall. They lost in New England. The Jets, they're a good team, but they're not nearly good enough to beat the Bills. So give me Buffalo in this one. Next, we have the Minnesota Vikings heading on the road to play the Washington Commanders. Washington is not good. So give me the Vikings. And the Vikings are honestly starting to look really good this year. Next, we have the Las Vegas Raiders heading on the road to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams have actually been very bad this year. Neither team has been all that impressive. I think this is one that honestly might go either way, but I think Vegas needs to really turn it around. I'll give Vegas a win here. Both teams aren't good, but I think Vegas might just be a little bit better. And we have the Seattle Seahawks heading on the road to play the Arizona Cardinals. Seattle might be the biggest surprise of this year, not named the Jets and the Giants. Um, well, no, they might be the biggest surprise of the year over the Jets and the Giants, but this is a really, really interesting Seattle team with the way, because honestly, their defense has been respectable this year, which is weird. And Arizona, the Seattle defense has looked respectable this year, and Geno Smith has actually played really well, which is also very weird to think about. And as for Arizona, uh, they've looked honestly a lot better now with DeAndre Hopkins on the team, winning against the New Orleans Saints, of course. Um, I do think this Arizona team uh, is much better with DeAndre Hopkins. I think this is one that goes either way, but with Arizona at home, uh, and especially with DeAndre Hopkins back, I just don't see anyone on Seattle that can cover D Hop. So yeah, give me the Cardinals. I've been betting against them all year, so I haven't believed them yet. I mean, they're 5-3, which is still unbelievable, but I you know we haven't necessarily played the greatest teams. We also haven't looked all that good. So I really want to take Seattle, but I think Arizona's starting to figure things out. Oh yeah, they don't have any picks this week. I think Arizona's starting to figure things out, uh, especially now with DeAndre Hopkins back. I don't know if Seattle is going to be able to cover Hopkins, and I think it'll be a little messy for the Seahawks. So give me Arizona in a surprise this week. Next, we have the LA Rams heading on the road to play the Tampa Bay Bucks. We were talking about this. We were talking about Seattle being the biggest surprise this year. These two teams might be the biggest disappointments of the year. Both of these teams have been terrible. The LA Rams have have been absolutely awful, and Tampa Bay has also been absolutely awful. So, which team is going to turn around in this one? Because this is big for both teams. Uh, eh, boy. Because the Rams, obviously, 3-4. Matt Stafford, the offensive line for the Rams has been absolutely atrocious, which has made Matt Stafford's life in the backfield really not fun. And it's been messy for Matt Stafford back there. It hasn't been fun for him. Been turning it over a lot. And then for Tampa, just really, Tom Brady has really struggled so far. So we'll see what happens there, but I think this is one that goes either way. But with the way that, there's only one thing in this game that has been consistent, and that's the Buck defense. Tampa's defense has still been pretty solid. So I'll go with Tampa to win this one very close against the Rams. Two struggling teams looking to bounce back and get a big win for themselves. I think Tampa's the one that does it. They just barely beat the LA Rams at home. And then there's a really good Sunday night game. The Tennessee Titans on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a big game for both teams. Tennessee had an 0-2 start to the year and has not lost since. Kansas City Chiefs, they lost to the Bills. What's their other loss? I'm trying to remember what their other loss is. Anyways, the Chiefs, both of these teams 5-2. This is a big game for separation. The AFC trying to really separate themselves from the rest of each other, getting just behind the Buffalo Bills and trying to sneak in behind them. That's one of the losses for the Titans and for the Chiefs. So really, these teams are battling for the number 2 spot. Really, at this point. Cow, who's the Chiefs' other loss? I can't think of it. But this should be a really fun game. At home, though, I'll go with Kansas City. I'll go with Pat Mahomes, and I'll go Pat Mahomes and KC. This is a really good Chiefs team. They're interesting. Obviously, that Kadarius Toney deal. We'll see how that goes. That was an interesting trade. We'll see how he factors into the offense if he does this week. But definitely a unique deal by the Chiefs. They're looking to try and maybe make a play for they're looking to maybe try and get a hidden gem there, is my guess, and they very well could. But we'll see. Kansas City, I'll give them the slight edge in this one. And then we have the very last game of the season, or, well, last game of this week. We have the Baltimore Ravens on the road taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's another team that has been incredibly disappointing. New Orleans has been bad. They're looking. They might They might be just starting to turn it around, but Baltimore Ravens are not a team. I don't think they're gonna. I think they'll beat. Baltimore's too good. Baltimore has blown a couple leads this year, and has been infamous in doing that. But this is a good Baltimore team. They're a better team in my opinion. I think they'll get the win in this one. Getting a very close win in this one over the New Orleans Saints in the Caesars Superdome. And then you got the Browns, Cowboys, Broncos, Giants, Steelers, and 49ers all on bye. The others, chief loss, I forgot, was the Indy Colts, which I don't understand that. And, no one's been able to understand the NFL this year anyway. So that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of football, a lot of great games, a lot of fun stuff. We're already over halfway through the year. We're already pretty much halfway through the year. As hard as that is to imagine, we are already. If I looked at, I think this is week 9 for the NFL. Yeah, we're already in week 9 for the NFL. That is absolutely crazy to me. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll hope to get everybody back for all of our picks videos the next time for next week. But that's it for me. Until next time, adios, everyone.